Undefeated 12-0 Ottawa Cyclones and the number one ranking in Class 4A comes calling. Who answered the call but only the number 2 team in the state, the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats at 9-1. Good evening and welcome to Basehor, Kansas, home of the 2012 Bobcat Invitational Basketball Tournament. I'm Chad Hunsaker. Thanks for joining us on 810 Varsity and KOFO in Ottawa. We have the 2 top teams in Class 4A tonight, both teams eyeing a Kansas state title. That the title has eluded Ottawa the last 2 years, only losing to Sumner Academy in the finals. While Basehor-Linwood wants another trip from their claimed 2009 state championship. Well, if you like shooting and power forwards, this is the game for you. Ottawa has Shimi Ojale. Ojale is averaging 31 points, 7 rebounds this season. The junior recently broke Adam Hastings' scoring record and is approaching the 2,000 mark. This week for the Murphy twins of Basehor-Linwood have also set their own scoring milestones. Colin and Ryan Murphy each hit the 1,000-point mark at the tournament this week. The Murphys can hit the 3 and score from anywhere on the court, along with Ben Johnson, much like the smooth Ojale. These 2 teams met last year and the Bobcats came away with the victory by the score of 66-49. Ojale looks to rebound from a bad performance against Basehor last year. He had just 7 points on 2 for 14 shooting from the field. Senior guard Adam Hasty was responsible for the 25 of the 49 points, but he's moved on. Ojale hasn't improved as a junior, but he will need his supporting cast of Peoples, Nat, Gittert, Hasty, and Schaefer to rebound against Basehor for the Cyclones to have any shot. The Bobcats' season of 9-1 has been impressive. They defeated Sumner Academy, Rockbridge, Park Hill, and Bonner Springs so far this year. Basehor's only loss came to Topeka Hayden by the score of 63-59. Now Ottawa comes in undefeated with good wins in the Goodland Topside tournament, but their competition level is lower than the Bobcats, and scheduling a tougher schedule could be a factor for the Ottawa Cyclones. Keys to the game. Basehor needs to limit Ojale's free throw line to the free throw line. This one is somewhat out of control of the Bobcats, especially if they get an officiating crew that gives Ojale that star treatment. However, there are something that Basehor can do. They can prevent offensive rebounds, force shots from the outside, and play solid defense without committing silly fouls. Here's why Ojale is dangerous even when his shot is off. He gets to the free throw line an incredible 10 to 11 times a game. Against Eudora Cardinals, he was just 4 for 12 from the field, but he was 17 of 20 from the free throw line. Another key to the game, both teams have young sets of guards. Ottawa is led by juniors Alex Hasty and Dallas Nat at the guard position. They combined for around 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. Basehor guards are also pretty young for the most part, with the exception of senior Brad Waterman. Joining Waterman are sophomores Chase Younger and J.P. Downing, and juniors Caleb Hess and Towner Garver. Younger has hit double figures a couple of times this season. All 4 have provided Basehor some nice minutes so far. If Basehor guards continue to gain confidence and the rain will bring down the open nice shots, look out Call Valley League and look out Ottawa Cyclones tonight. Now they need to show up and do what they can against their state title competitors. This will be a good test for both teams' guards to see how well they can handle adversity. Big game tonight. Ottawa guards are more active on the boards, so it'll be interesting to see if that causes any problems for Basehor. Another key, the Murphys can do damage inside and out. Their defense is also underrated. Johnson has grown into a good player who can hit 16 points any night, and with a great performance can sneak into the 20s. Basehor has a great challenge in stopping Ojale. Basehor's front line is the best in the business, and they can move without the ball. This is the number 1 team in the state, against the number 2 team in Class 4A. And the festivities have begun here for the championship of the men's basketball as they are introducing the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats right now at center court. Starting for Basehor-Linwood, Ryan Murphy, a 6'5" senior. A 6'5" senior, his brother, number 4, Colin Murphy. A 6'5" junior, number 5, Ben Johnson. And number 24, a 6'3" senior, Brad Waterman. And a 5'11" sophomore, number 35, Chase Younger. For the Ottawa Cyclones, starting lineup, number 12, a 6'4" junior, Alex Hasty. 6'3" senior, number 15, Connor Gittert. A 6' junior, number 22, Dallas Nate. And a 6'5" senior, number 32, James Peoples. And of course, 6'7" junior, number 33, Shemi Ojale. Head coach Rick McCowan and the head coach of the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats, Mike McBride. You're watching 810varsity.com, KOFO, Ottawa, Kansas. Thanks for joining us tonight from the Bobcat Invitational, and we're seconds away from the opening tip. A10 Varsity Top 25. Basehor-Linwood is ranked number 5, and Ottawa Cyclones are ranked number 12 in the top 25. Jumping for the Bobcats, Colin Murphy, and Ojale for the Ottawa Cyclones. The Cyclones will be in their home white, and on the scoreboard as visitors tonight will they be the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. It's a packed house here at Basehor-Linwood High School as the number 1, number 2 team in Class 4A go at it. For the women's side, MVP of the tournament was Bowers of Holton Lady Wildcats. So congratulations to her. That was announced just moments ago. Did a nice job for the Lady Wildcats in the tournament. And they beat the Lady Cyclones by the score of 50-25 if you're just joining us for the men's. Opening tip-off by Advantage Ford. Ojale controls it back to Nate. Setting up. Goes over to Alex Hasty. Hasty back to Ojale. Ojale looks inside to Peoples. Peoples up and over Murphy. No good. Rebound Ojale. Ojale back up. Falls short one more time. Doesn't get it. Rebound Nate with another shot. Scramble for the ball. Controlled by Ottawa and off Ottawa. Connor Gittert thought he had it but knocked it out of bounds. Ojale with several shots inside. Wasn't able to come up with the basketball. He's got to be able to connect tonight inside the paint. Chase Younger. Down to Murphy. Back over to Colin Murphy. Ryan Murphy has it. Looks inside to Ben Johnson. Man-to-man defense for the Cyclones. Off the backboard. Off Basehor-Linwood. Ben Johnson thought Cyclones knocked it out of bounds. 7:08 on the clock. 0-0. Opening quarter of the Bobcat Championship round. Nat looks for Peoples. Peoples couldn't get a hand on it. Nice hustle by Alex Hasty to pick it up. Nat over to Gittert. Here's Ojale for 3. No good. Rebound. Nat in there and swatted away by Murphy. Out to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson in the uppercut. Murphy with a shot, no good. Rebound, Alex Hasty. 6:33. Ojale brings the ball up. Ben Johnson man-to-man defense for the Bobcats. Ojale with a shot, and he hits it. First points of the game for both sides. Colin Murphy down to Waterman. Back over to Waterman, inside to Ben Johnson. Double team, skip pass over to Colin Murphy. Back out to Waterman. Dallas Nat is on him. Drive by Younger, no good. Rebound Ojale. Fights off a couple men and will bring the ball up. Dallas Nat out quickly. And swatted away by the Murphy twins. Dallas Nat is a slasher. He tries to look inside often. In for Wyatt Peters. And also number 11, Caden Schaefer, in for the Cyclones. 2-0, 5:44 on the clock. Ojale with the only points of the game so far. Lob pass out to Ojale. Ben Johnson up on him. Basehor-Linwood in green. Here's a three-pointer by Ojale, way out off the back of the rim. The Cyclones in white. Waterman gets it over to Murphy. Murphy looked inside to Ben Johnson. To Garver. Garver on the floor for the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. There's a three-pointer by Colin Murphy, no good. Quick outlet pass up the, and Alex Hasty rejected. Peoples back in, and number 22 Dallas Nat also in, or excuse me, number 24 Wyatt Peters. Lob pass out to him, over to Peoples. Dallas Nat wants to set it up. Nice drive down the middle of the lane. He gets it. 4-0, 4:55 on the clock. Basehor-Linwood Bobcats yet to score. Garver inside. Ben Johnson for two. Dallas Nat with the shot. No good. Rebound Murphy. Quickly. Ball on the floor over to Ojale. Ojale with the dunk. Nice hustle play by the Cyclones. Ojale was there to receive that hustle play. Shot in the lane by Ben Johnson, no good, no call. Dallas Nat quickly up. Off of Dallas's foot. Boy, I thought it went off Garver's foot of Basehor-Linwood. Ben Johnson going to have a blow for the Bobcats. Ryan Schaefer into the game for Basehor-Linwood. Colin Murphy over to Garver. Back out top. Waterman. Tanner Garver inside Murphy. No good. Rebound. Colin Murphy pulls it back out. Here's a three-point attempt off the front of the rim. Ryan Murphy's got it. Reset things around the horn to Colin Murphy. Goes to Tanner Garver. Murphy with the drive. Dump out to his brother and good. Score it. Ryan Murphy on the board. Fouls on number 23. Awesome Blue. Ryan Murphy at the line shooting one. Old-fashioned three-point play coming up for Ryan. It's good. 6-5. 3:33 first quarter. Bobcats down by one. Dallas Nat picked up his dribble just past half court. Ran into a little trouble. Into Geerdert. Geerdert back to Dallas. Dallas drives and fouled. Fouls on Tanner Gardner, his first. Team foul number 1. Maxwell into the ball game for the Cyclones. Maxwell, Hasty, Gerard, Ojale, Dallas Nat. Lob pass out to Hasty. Hasty with the drive. Passes it off to Nat. Nat looked inside to Ojale, back out to Hasty. Hasty for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound. Murphy with the ball. Ben Johnson with a foul inside, knocked over Ojale. His first, team foul number 2. Ben Johnson up for the challenge against Ojale. He's got him on the far sideline there. Man-to-man defense for the Bobcats. 6-5, 2:54 on the clock opening first quarter. Ojale, 3-point shot, and good. One for 2 for 3-point line for Ojale. Colin Murphy. Round the horn, double teamed inside. Back out to Garver. Murphy, Younger. Colin Murphy. No good. Rebound, Ojale. Colin Murphy's 3-point attempt was long. Down to Hasty, back over to Ojale. 9-5, 2:06 on the clock. Screen up top from Maxwell. Ojale's going to take another 3. No good. Rebound, Younger. Younger is going to push it up. Out to the corner. Down low to Ben Johnson. Baseline. Johnson with 4 on the night. 9-7, 1:42. It's going to be a good one here. Bobcat Invitational. Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. Alex Hasty of Ottawa has it over to Nat. Shot by Goodert. No good. Rebound, Chase Younger. 3-point attempt by Schaefer. No good. Right there, Ben Johnson for 2. 6 points for Johnson. 9-9, 1:12. You wanted a ball game, we've got it here. Ottawa Cyclones. Ojale, Ben Johnson on him. Nice man-to-man defense, but fouled. And that would be Ben Johnson's second. Team foul number 3. Well, we'll see if Coach McBride sits Ben Johnson here for a while with 2 quick fouls in the opening quarter. Ojale's first free throw attempt hits the back of the rim. Ojale with 7 points on the night. J.P. Downing in for the Cyclones, a sophomore, 5'9", for the Bobcats. Ojale's second free throw is good. Ojale shooting 86% from the free throw line this year. 10-9, under a minute to play. Bobcats ball. Garver. Over to Schaefer. Schaefer looks for Murphy. Murphy looks inside to Ryan. Back to Colin. Colin with a shot, no good. Blocking foul. Caden Schaefer's first. Team foul number 2. Colin Murphy at the line looking for his first points on the night. First one's good. Well, I told you the Murphys can step out, hit the 3, can drive, can pass. They can do it all right here. They're going to have a good game against Ojale and company. It's both of them. Bobcats with the lead. First lead of the night, 11-10, 33 seconds on the clock. Murphy with a steal. Over to Collin. Inside, try to get it over to, back into Murphy. With a shot over Peoples, snuck it in. Ryan Murphy with 5 points on the night. 13-10, 10 seconds on the clock. Ojale wants the last shot in the first quarter. Pull up at the free throw line, over Murphy. Murphy got a piece of it, and Ojale blocked the desperation shot. That's the end of the first quarter, 13-10. The Bobcats on top. KOFO in Ottawa, Kansas, 810varsity.com. Ottawa Family Physicians and Ottawa University. Thank them for joining us, sponsoring tonight's game. Sold out arena here at the Bobcat Invitational. The 11-0 Ottawa Cyclones taking on the 9-1 Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. Start of the second quarter, Ojale has 8 points on the night. Nat has added 2. And over on Basehor-Linwood Bobcat side, Ben Johnson has 6 points but 2 fouls. Colin Murphy with 2 and Ryan Murphy with 5. It'd be Bobcats ball out of bounds. Garver is in. Also number 24 Waterman. Colin Murphy, Ryan Murphy. Garver back up to Ryan Murphy. Knocked away by Peoples on the floor. Murphy gets it, but fouled. Dallas Nate went driving in and fouled him. His first personal, team foul number 3. 7:40 on the clock, 13-10. Ryan Schaefer brings the ball in for the Bobcats. Backdoor cut and stepped out of bounds. Boy, nice move by Brad Waterman, the senior, to go backdoor, but got his foot on the out-of-bounds line. Turnover, 7:31, 13-10. Bobcats on top. Ojale brings the ball up. Eight points on the night. Into Ojale. Ryan Murphy. Colin Murphy picks it off. Colin drives the baseline, double teamed, passes back out. Garver over to Downing. Murphy has it up top. Waterman wants it. No good. Ryan Murphy back in. Ryan Murphy with 7 on the night. 15-10. 6:47 on the clock. Bobcats on top. Alex Hasty. Ojale for 3. 2 for 4 from three-point line for Ojale. And I believe they gave that to the wrong team. 15-13. There's a shot by the Bobcats, no good. Outlet pass to Hasty. Hasty down the court and fouled. And he fouled hard by number 12, J.P. Downing. J.P. Downing's first. Team foul number 4. They have yet to correct the score. I'm sure it's tough for the scorekeeper. The Bobcats are the visitors tonight because they're on the bottom part of the bracket. Ottawa was ranked number 1 coming into the Bobcat Invitational. And there we go, 15-13. Bobcats still on top, 6-14. Ottawa's ball out of bounds. Lob pass into Ojale. Ryan Murphy on him. And a foul. It's going to go Ryan Murphy's way. 5th team foul. First one on Ryan. Hasty wants it back. And a reach over. Chase Younger with a reach. It's his first. Team foul number 6. Ojale, a lob pass inside the paint. Ball fake up and good. Ball fake stepped right around the Murphy twins and put it up for the 2. Chase Younger goes over to Colin Murphy. Back over to Younger. Ojale on Younger. A little mismatch in height there. Switch. Inside. Scores it. Ryan Murphy. Ryan with 9 points. 17-15. 5:34. Looking for the man cutting through the middle. Gittert goes over to Schaefer. Man-to-man defense, back to Gittert. Inside to Ojale. Ojale double team. Skip pass over to Hasty. Hasty with a shot and good. Nice body control by Alex Hasty for his first points on the night. Murphy's bring it up. Far corner, baseline, foul. Connor Gittert's first. Team foul number 4. 17-17. 5:02 first half. Ben Johnson's going to return. Also Peoples for the Cyclones. He'll replace Wyatt Peters. Ryan Murphy going to have a chance to sit. Out to Ben Johnson, down to Colin Murphy. Back to Johnson, Ojale on him. Baseline. Drives the middle of the lane, turns. Nothing there, passes it back out to Garver. Garver back over to Younger. Back to Murphy. Up top, mismatch there. Peoples on the young man, and Alex Hasty blocked the shot there by McNabb. Ojale with the 3, no good. Hit the back of the rim and up and over. Peoples with the rebound, but over the backboard. 17-17, 4:26 on the clock. Bobcat Invitational Championship game. Basehor-Linwood Bobcats and the Ottawa Cyclones. Younger. Back down to Garver. Looking inside. Out to Murphy. Murphy going to pull up, hit the 3. Back the rim. Ojale with the rebound. Ojale takes on Murphy. Loses the handle, but gets it over to Hasty. Hasty for 3. No good. Hits the back of the rim. Nice job by McNabb to run that one down. Excuse me, that was Garver. McNabb for 3. No good. Murphy with the offensive rebound. Strong putback. And Gittert gets the rebound. Both teams missing here in the second quarter. Hot in the first, cold in the second. Hasty with a bad shot from the baseline. Wanted a foul. Ben Johnson brings it up. 3-pointer, no good. Peoples. Chase Younger with a quick 3. Coach McBride's not happy with that. Putting up some subs. 3:07 on the clock. 17-17. Peoples. Down to Gittert. Gittert drives the baseline and scores. Up and over Murphy. Gittert with his first points on the night. Murphy looked for Younger. Down to the baseline. Garver. Garver trying to get it inside. Murphy was behind the defense, but the Cyclones defense got a hand on it. So So McNabb, Ryan Murphy, Ben Johnson, and Waterman in for the Bobcats. Ryan Schaefer, Waterman from the baseline, no good, foul. Foul's going against Ryan Schaefer, his first team foul number 6. (19-7), Ottawa with the lead. 2:25 first half. Ojale with a drive and fouled. Zach McNabb picks up his first. That is the team's 7th. Put them in bonus. Put the Cyclones in bonus. Ojale will go to line 1 for 2 on the night. 2 shots here. (20-17), hits his first. 2:20 on the clock. Ojale's second is good. 3 for 4 from the free throw line for Ojale. Colin Murphy with the ball, over to Waterman. Water to McNabb. Mab down to Johnson. Johnson inside to Murphy. Murphy's going to bring it back out. Look inside for Johnson. Nothing there. Nice defense by Peters. Inside to Johnson. Double team. Baseline, and he walked. Nice job by Wyatt Peters. And also Gittard to come over and double team there on the baseline on Johnson. 21-17, a minute 50, first half. Around the horn to Gittard. Look inside to Peoples at the top of the free throw line. Back out to Ojale off a pass from Wyatt Peters. Ojale looks to score. Went to the baseline. The crowd wanted to walk. Here's a shot. Good by Gittard. Connors' 4th point on the night. 23-17, 6-point lead for the Cyclones. McNabb out to Murphy. Over to Schaefer. Down to Waterman, inside to Johnson. Triple team there on the far sideline. Down to Waterman, and Waterman trying to get it inside to Murphy. Knocked out of bounds. Under a minute to play, first half. 23-17, Cyclones on top. Into Murphy. Schaefer down to Murphy for 3. Hits the front of the rim. Ojale with the rebound. 46 seconds. 6-point lead for the Cyclones. Hasty. Screen from Peoples. He's going to back it back out. Cyclones will look for a last-second shot here in the first half. Gittard got Murphy on him. Finds Schaefer. Schaefer for 3. Caden Schaefer, first points on the night, gives them a 9-point lead with 18 seconds first half. 26-17. Waterman. McNabb into Murphy. Fortunate took a Bobcat bounce and got back to Murphy. Here's Waterman's 3. It's good. No time on the clock. And Waterman hits the 3 at the buzzer. 26-20. The Cyclones on top of the Bobcats. Bobcat Invitational. Second half coming up here in just 10 minutes. You're listening to 810 Varsity and KOFO in Ottawa, Kansas. Good evening and welcome back to the second half of the Bobcat Invitational Championship game between the Ottawa Cyclones and the Basehor-Linwood Bobcats. Basehor-Linwood down by 6 as it has been Ojulay's game. Ojulay has 15 points and leads all scores for both teams. Caden Schaefer with 3, Alex Hasty with 2. Gittard has 4, and Dallas Nat has added 2. For the Bobcats, Ryan Murphy leads the scores with 9. Colin Murphy, 4 points. Ben Johnson, 6. And Brad Waterman with the three-pointer right at the end of the first half with no time on the clock. 26-20. We're set to go for the second half. Alex Hasty, Gittard, Dallas Nat, Ojulay, and Peoples on the floor for the Cyclones. The Murphys, Ben Johnson, and there's a turnover trying to get it to Ojulay. Nat and Ben Johnson picked it off. Waterman and Chase Younger went inside and knocked out of bounds. The Murphys and Ben Johnson in for the Bobcats. 26-27-41, third quarter. Championship game, the Bobcats in green and the Cyclones in their home whites. Three-pointer here by Murphy, no good. Rebound, Bobcats, and nice hustle play by Chase Younger. And throw it off the defender, Alex Hasty, there at the baseline to keep possession of the ball. Murphy over Peoples, no good. Dallas Nat with the rebound and quickly up the floor for 2. 28-27-20 on the clock. Murphy over to Younger, down to Waterman, baseline, into Ben Johnson, double team. Murphy back out top, back down to Murphy, inside to Johnson. He's going to take on Ojulay, spin move. Ojulay flop, no call. Back out to Murphy. Up top to Waterman. Younger, Ojulay on him. Man-to-man defense for the Cyclones. Picked up his dribble, little trouble. His brother comes and bails him out. Ryan Murphy. Alex Hasty steps up, takes him. Nat knocks it away from Younger. Turnover. Cyclones ball, 6:32. 28-20. Dallas Nat walks it up. Looks for Gittard. To Hasty, inside to Peoples. Takes on Murphy. No good. The shot was altered by Murphy. And Murphy will bring it up. Colin. Over to Ryan Murphy for a 3. 12 points for Ryan. 28-23, 6 on the clock. Third quarter. Dallas calls out the play. Chase Younger on him. Over to Hasty. Hasty goes around to Ojulay. Ojulay from the baseline for 3. 18 points for Simi. Younger picks it up. Cross-court pass. Down to Waterman on the baseline. Back to Younger. Younger will drive and score. Got a step on Alex Hasty and drove right past him for the bucket. 31-25, 5:23 on the clock. Dallas Nat and Chase Younger. Peoples drives back out to Alex. Over to Ojulay. Dallas will reset it. Call out the play. Once Peoples at the free throw line. Ojulay sets the screen. Peoples stepped down a little bit too much. Down to Hasty on the corner. Waterman on Hasty. Over to Gittard. Gittard's got Colin Murphy on him. Hasty's going to drive. Missed the layup. Left-handed layup missed. Rebound. Bobcats. 31-25. 4:37 on the clock. Inside to Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson turns, shoots the hook off the front of the rim. Rebound, Cyclones. Ojale down to Goodert. Over to Dallas Nat. Chase Younger on him. Down to Peoples. Peoples was a spin move, and he walked. 31-25. 4:13 on the clock. Peters back in, and also number 11 for the Cyclones, Schaefer. Garver's in. J.P. Downing also for the Bobcats. Garver back out to Downing. Down to Garver, inside to Johnson. Collapsed quickly. Over to Murphy, back down to his brother Ryan. Looked inside to Ben Johnson and kicked out of bounds by Peters. We'll stay with the Bobcats. 31-25, 3:52. Cyclones on top. 810varsity.com. KOFO in Ottawa, Kansas. Out to Murphy. Over to Johnson. Down to Garver. Over to Downing and Murphy. Murphy drives the baseline and fouled. Colin Murphy will go to the line. Fouls on Wyatt Peters, the junior. His first, team foul number 1. First one for Colin is no good. It was 2 for 2 from the line in the first half. Peoples back in. He replaced Goodert. Peters, Ojale, Peoples, Nat, and also Schaefer for the Cyclones. Colin hits his second. Dallas will push it up quickly, break the press. Down to Peters, inside to Schaefer. Schaefer over to Peoples. Peoples scores. Nice ball movement by the Cyclones to find Peoples with the layup. Peoples' first points of the night. 33-26. Downing. Murphy over to Garver. Reverse it back over to Murphy. Ryan Murphy on the wing there with Schaefer on him. Into Ben Johnson. Peoples and Peters. Here's Murphy for 3. Hits the front of the rim. Rebound Schaefer. 2:58. Cyclones by 7. 33-26. Ojale's been quiet here in the third quarter. Over to Dallas. Screen up top by Peoples. And foul. I wasn't able to see who fouled Dallas. And Tanner Garver with his second, team foul number 1. Foul's not really an issue. That's his second. Ben Johnson has 2. A couple with 1 over on the Cyclone side. Ojale from downtown hits it. His second 3 of the second half. 21 points for Ojale. 36-26, 10-point lead, 2:30 on the clock. Third quarter. Cyclones went to a 2-3 matchup zone. Murphy. Back over to Garver. Down to Downing. Oh, Downing almost cut inside and almost had a turnover. Inside. Murphy for 3. In and out. Ojale battles. And Goodert comes up with it, and he was fouled. J.P. Downing with a foul, his second, team foul number 2. Ben Johnson's going to have a seat. Chase Younger is back in. The Murphys, Chase Younger, Garver, and Downing for the Bobcats. Under 2 to play, third quarter. 10-point lead for the Cyclones. Schaefer drives and scores. Nice job by the junior. take the baseline and score the layup. 4 points on the night for Alex. Down to the corner, back out top to Younger. Gonna go to Downing, Garver. Garver shoots a three. Didn't draw iron, out of bounds, Cyclones. 12-point lead, 38-26. And Coach Mike McBride wants a timeout. Subway of Ottawa, Dell's Body Shop and Hasty Awards, Bones Transportation, and Mike Blue. Kansas State Bank and Kramer Pharmacy of Ottawa. Tonight's sponsors of the championship game of the Bobcat Invitational. 38-26. Ottawa Cyclones here in the second half have taken control as they were only up by 6 at halftime after a beautiful shot by Waterman with no time on the clock to hit the three. Ojale leads all scorers with 21. And Ryan Murphy has 12 for the Bobcats. A10varsity.com and KOFO in Ottawa, Kansas. Chad Hunsaker along with you for the Bobcat Invitational. We've got a good one, the number 1 and number 2 team in the state going at it. Doesn't get any easier for the Bobcats. Their next game is on the 27th against the number 1 team in 5A, Lansing. Lansing just recently lost to Blue Valley Southwest by a score of 58-56. Murphy with a steal off Schaefer's bad pass. Here come the Bobcats, 38-26, a minute 5. Chase Younger on the baseline. Back out to Downing, over to Murphy, back to Garver. Reverse the ball, back to Younger. Looking inside, 2-3 matchup zone for the Cyclones. Under 45 to play. Working that defense, making the defense hustle back and forth as they reverse the ball up top. Murphy's going to drive, baseline, nothing doing, and Colin Murphy with the rebound puts it back up, and he's fouled. And Alex Hasty's first, team foul number 2. Colin Murphy hits his first.